Thank you for joining us on Black Investments Matter. I'm Antoine Anderson, and this is the Ujamaa Network. We are kicking 2024 off with yet another scandemic. This one involving a certain Bitcoin enthusiast. Let's talk about it. Now, the number one reason why I say Black investments matter is because they do. And the reason they matter is because if you get a community of people isolated, like we are in the Black community, especially financially, it makes us easy pickings for when things or people like this come up and pitch something to you. Now, we're going to go over a couple of things or identifiers that I've come up with as a consumer to avoid when you're talking about investing, or when you're talking about getting into some areas of finance that you really don't have any experience in. You have to start being a better consumer and evaluating a product that you're willing to put some money down for. Case in point, Bitcoin Rodney, aka Rodney Burton. Rodney Burton becomes yet the fifth entrepreneur, self-made entrepreneur, to advertise himself specifically and directly to the African American community with a plan. The thing that burns me up the most about individuals like this is it's almost as if you know how bad it is in the community for us to get relevant information on how to educate our people into getting into the areas that we should be getting into, and you take advantage of it. Um, Maybe your intentions may not have been that, but it definitely certainly ended up being just that. I'm not gonna get into guilt or innocence, as I never do when it comes to all the scammers that we talk about. But this one particularly burned me up because I can remember trying to advance the service behind cryptocurrency, i.e., building cryptocurrency miners, trying to get my friends and family to support that venture, trying to make sure that at least we're making money, not just simply selling game, being paid for work done with those ASIC miners, getting a return on those investments. And as far as an investment is concerned, it's something that you're buying hardware into and hopefully paying off those machines and those cards that you use. It's not this. Look at all the scams that have come up, and let's talk about what they all have in common. They're going to quickly find some key parallels that's really going to make you think about the next time somebody want to put their words on you, because that's what's happening. These witches and charlatans are coming up and casting spells with just the gift of gab. Let's go over some of these charges first of all. The number one thing I think that makes these criminals, and that's what I'm going to call them, so relatable to people in the hood is that we love a rags to riches story. We love a comeback kid kind of story in the hood. You know, part of it comes from that familiarity that we have with anything associated with hard knock life. And there's nothing harder than prison. And when somebody comes out of prison and makes good for themselves, that's something to be celebrated. You know, but I believe it is that story that draws so many people within our community in. You know how hard it was for you to work and keep your nose clean and stay in school, or if you went straight to work right after high school and you kept your nose clean, you didn't get any charges. You know how hard it was to make that dollar. Why then would you turn around and give that dollar to somebody who made some questionable ethical or immoral choices because they didn't want to do the same thing you did, and they went to get that quick money? See, that's number one. The number one tip I would say is at least look twice at that quick money. Yeah, sometimes it pays off. It really does. But quick money ain't always good money. And that is the number one thing that is being marketed to you by these individuals. That's number one. Avoid the quick money schemes. Number two, these individuals got a certain look about them, right? They look like money, whatever money looks like. You start seeing things like shiny necklaces, nice brand new veneers, you know, makeup and hair flawlessly done, jewels, the visuals. Okay. It's more of watch what I look like versus what I am actually doing. You understand? I'm selling an image. I'm not selling the process or the product. This is what you can have. This is what you can look like if you give me this money. Is that how she got her money? Is that how he made so many people switch up and invest their life savings into real estate or trucking or credit repair or cryptocurrency? How is it that somebody with a criminal record and an Airbnb can convince more of our people in our community to part with their hard earned money than it is for that same individual to go ahead and open up a TD Ameritrade account? That always baffles me. Is it our fear or reluctance towards learning that makes it so easy? These individuals are going to show you by coming out to your hood and flash some nice little goods in front of you. That Lambo, that jewel encrusted gold chain. You know, you start to see things ocularly. You are visually enticed to get into it. And that is probably the worst sign that you're about to get scammed. Don't trust it. Just don't trust it. And I don't care what many of the detractors will say. I'm never going to invest in anybody's plan that involves a sale pitch coming from somebody that has invested more in his appearance than he has in his product. And there is the rub right there. The game is to be sold and not told, right? And I've just sold you the game if I'm one of these entrepreneurs. I'm telling you the game, but I'm selling it to you. And if it's so profitable, why am I not doing it anymore? Or is it just more money in getting your cash into my pocket than it is for me to sell an Airbnb rental or to flip this cryptocurrency or to invest in this real estate Ponzi scheme? What is it? Why are you stopping? See, that's that's where it lies with us. And if those claims that they made to get you enticed enough to pony up that cash were so profitable, why did they stop? And a lot of this is going to be hindsight. You're not going to know what you don't know until the thing blows up in your face. But when it does, are you going to be left holding the bag? Everything is not what it seems. All money's not good money. Watch how you spend it. Talk to you later.